Alright, welcome to normal Nythendra guide. This guide will also work for heroic. This is a really simple fight. It's a pretty short fight. I think we did it in like 3 minutes or so. But you do want to start with hero at the start, and you want to tank the boss somewhat towards the center of the room. Not to be in the exact middle, but towards the center is the best. Let's just start with the 2 stages. Stage 1, the boss starts at full energy. As you can see, she has 100 energy, and she's slowly going to dwindle down to 0 energy, which is when stage 2 starts. And then when stage 2 ends, when she generates all energy back to 100, you go back into stage 1. So it's a very easy fight, I'll be honest. I think she does 2 infested breaths, and that's what causes her energy to go down. Let's go over some of the stage 1 abilities. Infested breath is the first one we'll look at, which is a frontal cone. And you don't want to stand in front of it, basically. If you see the green puddles on the ground, those are dropped from frontal cone. Has a chance to spawn puddles anywhere in the area that it hit. And also, another major ability is rot. As you can see, everyone is spread out because their ability rot does a AoE damage to everyone in 8 yards. And when the effect ends, it drops one of those green puddles, which is called an infested ground, is what it's called. So basically, you want to take your infested grounds to the back of the room and kind of stack them in a general area. You don't want to cover the entire room, because that would be bad for the later phase. Okay, that's all the abilities for stage 1. And here comes stage 2. As you can see, the puddles are slowly moving towards the boss, so dodge the puddles, and that's it. There's also one other ability in stage 2, which is, you see there's one that just popped, one of those giant worms things. They explode. I think they explode 3 times. You just have to move away from it. It's an 8-yard explosion. And I think the worms explode when they get hit by a puddle. I'm not sure about that. As you can see, I don't have DBM, so I'm not 100% sure on the timers or anything for this fight. But that's it. Like, we're back in stage 1, so if you have rot, spread, actually everyone should just be spread, basically, like a loose spread around the room, and don't stand in front of the frontal cone of infested breath. I think we're about to get an infested breath here. So don't stand in front of the boss, or don't stand in the cone. I think the cone goes anywhere. I think it's random. So just don't stand in infested breath. Here comes one. All you gotta do is move out of it. Don't stand in the green puddles. Don't stack. I just ran back into it. And that's it. Let's take a look at the worms on the ground, or whatever they're called. They didn't have a name. Worms sounds good. So there's just dropped my puddle off in the back of the room ish. So this is basically just a tank and spank with DPS check. Not even a DPS check, it's just kill the boss, really. Here comes another infested breath, I believe. Yep. And that's it. There is a tank mechanic, which is just the tank gets targeted by volatile rot, and he just has to run away from the red group. So what you would want to do is you want to put one spot to the tank to run where no one else stands. And he does raid-wide damage to people near. So let's take a look here, see where the worms come from. Oh, it's not worms, it's any of the insects can explode. So any of the big insects, you see the big ones on the right of my screen. There's one right on me that just is about to explode. You just gotta move it. I got hit one time by it. There's another one, so you just move. It's a really simple fight. And during that fight, the boss does nothing. So you can just really DPS the boss and sit and dodge puddles. And that's gonna be it for a normal and heroic guide to Nythendra, which is the first boss. So pretty simple fight. Hope you enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching.